YouTube crew, I have had an idea. So people ask me all the time, how do I earn some money in the music industry? DJing, selling samples, tutorials, many different things. And quite naturally, after a period of time, each of these various areas gets rather saturated, which of course doesn't make it impossible to earn money there, but it does make it much times a million, much more difficult. And so when you're newer to music, you almost by definition, by a function of the system, you have to try and pick an area that not too many people are looking at. For example, 5 or 6 years ago, it was, to be honest, quite easy to make money making samples, but now it's more difficult. There's more people doing it now, and so it will naturally be more difficult. But I have had an idea. Have you ever been looking at synthesizer, maybe on their website, and you're looking at their SoundCloud, or probably SoundCloud, you're looking at their demos, their examples of their synth in action, and have you ever thought to yourself, this sounds good, I like this synthesizer, but these examples are, to be honest, nothing to do with the sorts of genres I'm making. This sounds good, but I'm having a hard time imagining if it makes sense in, say, dubstep or trap or future bass, drum and bass. And so, opportunity, what you could do, you could approach these synth makers, people making the synthesizers or sample-based instruments, and basically make better demos for them. The people designing the synths aren't necessarily musicians themselves, or at least they normally are, but only in, say, a genre or two. And so if they want to get, say, demo tracks for 5 to 10 genres, that will basically mean they have to pay somebody to do it, which sometimes they do. Certainly the bigger synths sometimes do, but in general, they typically don't. So they just have a few examples, or maybe quite a few examples, but normally only over a narrow band of genres. I'm sure you've seen this yourself. And so, in my opinion, because I don't see too many people trying to do this, I think this is a good opportunity. Because if you think about the music business, or even just business in general, if you want to earn some money, you typically have to follow the money. As if you want to earn some money, someone's got to give it to you. So there has to be, someone has to give money to them. And so it's providing something of value, because these demo tracks will sell copies of the synths at the end of the day. And so by providing something of value, you can get some money. I mean, I've literally no idea how much, because this doesn't really exist as a thing people do currently, but I think it will do. More specifically, how would you approach these companies? Check out my other videos on things like social proof, the follow-up email. They're probably going to be the most important too. Think about it from their perspective. If you're approaching them, put yourself in their shoes, pretend they don't know you, and then sort of see how your email looks. And also, I forgot to mention this, I'm actually recording this after I finish the video. If possible, actually do the work in advance. Don't just email them saying, can I write you a demo track in genre X, Y, and Z? If you have the synth or a demo, then make it and then send it over. Therefore, proving you can actually do the job. Genius. Wowzers trousers. Idea from my brain into your brain through the medium of YouTube. My name has been Multiplier, and I will catch you guys on the flippity flip.